Your place for talk.
Where's their brain at?
Your place for the issues that matter to you.
6:45 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., 5:30 p.m., and 9:45 p.m.
It's news. It's talk. It's all about you.
It's Magic 102.9 Abba.
Magic 102.9
News. All news now. Who knows what's next, but we'll be there.
That are giving glory to God through good health, because good health is important and it is a guarantee for wealth.
This is Abia at 2 with me, Manoski Anomoto. Task Force on the Restoration of Accreditation of the Abia State Polytechnic Abba has submitted its report to Governor Ikpeazu. Receiving the report from the task force at the Governor's Lodge Abba, Governor Ikpeazu assured that he will study the recommendation with a view to implementing same. Ikpeazu receives reports of the task force on restoration of Abia Poly's accreditation while congratulating the task force for a job well done. Governor Ikpeazu said that the issue of staff rationalization must continue unabated and urged students of the Polytechnic to always hold the management accountable. According to the governor, the major challenges facing the institution are the ability of the management to match their expenses with their income and the need to consistently increase the student population. He challenged management and council of Abia State Polytechnic to set up and reaffirmed that his government will continue to pay subventions of the Polytechnic, which is a statutory obligation the government owes all tertiary institutions. The governor made it clear that his administration does not owe the institution any subventions. Presenting the report to the governor earlier, the chairman of the task force, Professor Ikpeazu, said the de-accreditation of Abia State Polytechnic a few months ago came as a rude shock and expressed gratitude to the governor for providing the sum of 450 million naira with which the Polytechnic was bailed out. He disclosed that the task force verified staff of the Polytechnic as well as paid their salaries in addition to identifying the challenges confronting the Polytechnic and proffering solutions to them. Governor Ikpeazu has played host to the new Commissioner of Police posted to head the State Police Command, CP Mustafa Mohammed Bala. The new Commissioner of Police was accompanied by the outgone Commissioner and new Assistant Inspector General of Police, Janet Agbede, who was promoted and posted out of the state. The governor assured the new commissioner that his administration will support the new commissioner to achieve his set objectives of securing the lives and properties of the people of Abia State. Governor Ikpeazu used the opportunity to formally congratulate AIG Janet Agbede on her new promotion, stating that her promotion was a clear evidence of the hard work and commitment she put into her work as Commissioner of Police and wished her well in her new posting. The governor described Abia State as one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria and attributed it to the grace of God and the proactive security architecture in the state, coupled with a strong interagency cooperation amongst the various security agencies in the state. He urged the new police chief to take advantage of the existing platforms to sustain the gains already made and improve on the current status. Earlier, the new Abia State Commissioner of Police, CP Mustafa Mohammed Bala, thanked the governor for receiving him and informed him that having assumed duties at the command headquarters, he came to pay the traditional homage to the governor. The Executive Secretary of Abia State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Dr. Sunday Jackson, says the state has so far recorded 21 deaths from flooding in different communities. Jackson said this on Friday in Umuahia during the distribution of relief materials to some victims by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. He said Abia was one of the 32 states predicted by the Nigeria Hydrological Services to suffer high probable flood risk. He said the disaster did not only claim 21 lives but ravaged many communities, farmlands, and means of livelihood of the victims. According to him, the state recorded flooding in 16 of the 17 local government areas. In a remark at the event, the Director General of NEMA, Dr. Mustafa Ahmed, commiserated with the Abia government over the disaster. He said the federal government could not fully compensate the victims for their traumatic experiences. Ahmed, who was represented by the head of NEMA Owerri Operations Office, Mr. Ifani Naji, said the relief items were meant to ameliorate the sufferings of the victims. The NEMA boss said the 2022 annual flood outlook forecast that 233 local government areas in 32 states and the Federal Capital Territory were within highly probable flood risk areas. Receiving the items on behalf of the state government, the Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Special Services, Mr. Okezie, thanked the federal government for its timely intervention and gesture. Ihedioha, who represented Governor Ikpeazu, promised that the items would be equitably distributed to the victims. The relief materials included, among others, rice, beans, maize, iodized salt, kegs of 20-liter vegetable oil, cartons of seasoning cubes, and tinned tomatoes. The Uzor campaign organization has said that the chief whip of the Senate will win the 2023 Abia North senatorial election with a landslide. The campaign organization based their optimism on the excellent performance of Carlo at the Red Chamber in the last 3.5 years and his capacity to deliver more if re-elected in 2023. Senator Uzor, spokesman of the campaign organization Sani Idika, in a chat with newsmen in Omahia, declared that Carlo is the man to beat in the senatorial poll, saying Carlo is going to win, even landslide as he did in 2019. Idika said Carlo's achievements and contributions to the advancement of Abia North and Nigeria at large placed him far ahead of other candidates. He added that Carlo has redefined representation by attracting massive projects to the zone using his vast and sophisticated contacts, thereby making his constituents happy. He said Senator Uzor has verifiable projects across all the wards in Abia North Senatorial District, such as construction of rural roads, renovation of schools, distribution of educational and agricultural materials, youth and women empowerment, as well as scholarship awards to Abia North students to study medicine and surgery. He further described Carlo as an excellent performer whose track record of achievements speaks volume. That concludes Abia R2. Good afternoon.
Magic 102.9 ABBA.
Today's best mix all day.